What is up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Deluxe Dishin. It's so exciting to be doing another show again. First of all, I want to take the time out to really thank everyone that watched the last episode. It almost got to 4,000 views. I was really excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting. I tried to get back to as many people as I could. It was just so amazing to actually see it. Like, this is the stuff that I saw like way back in the day when I first started doing this back in 2008. Stopped for a while, got back to it. But I really thank you all for watching and tuning in and subscribing. Thank you all the new subscribers that are out there. Please tune into some of my older episodes, but look at these new ones like the one I'm doing right now. I'm really excited about talking about what's going on today because a lot of things have been happening. The main thing I really want to talk about today before I get into the other things, I'm going to talk about the gorilla incident also, trust me. But I really want to talk about Tamar and everything that's been happening because she took a long hiatus. Ever since I did this video, she's been off of Instagram. She just posted her first Instagram again like the other day, right on the cusp of this new Braxton Family Values that's getting ready to air on Thursday, which is tonight. It's going to air tonight. It's going to be an episode about her being fired from The Real. It's going to come on WeTV at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to really delve into how it all played out because the cameras happen to be there. A lot of people are saying, oh, this was set up and she knew what was going on, so she asked the cameras to be on. No, she was actually getting ready to go to an episode of the Braxton Family Values before she was getting ready to record, and then it happened. And she goes into this all on the Steve Harvey show this morning. She was on there with Steve Harvey, and this is the first time that she's spoken out since this whole incident happened. So she's only had about a couple posts. She got back on Snapchat. You know, I follow her. Tamar, she's one of my favorites. So I'm really happy that she got on Steve Harvey, not on Wendy, not on another outlet. Steve Harvey was probably the most ground person that she needed to do that with so that she could actually explain herself, tell her story, and it wouldn't be messy. Because it just seems like every time somebody gets on Wendy or goes to another outlet, it gets messy altogether. So I really was like, oh my gosh, I'm glad she's going on Steve. Steve is very understanding, but Steve tells it like it's real. Steve was cracking me up so hard because he was like going in because he was talking about how everything. So let me get into the story. So you can go listen to it. It's on YouTube. They have it on. A lot of different people have put the interview on there, but let me tell you about it. So Tamar was talking to Steve Harvey. She's very happy. She's in a better place now. She was in church. She was in church on Sunday. She went to church. She went to Erica Campbell's church, which is out in California. She posted that. Well, Erica Campbell posted a picture of them together. So she's been getting herself back to normal because she said about a week ago she was done for. She was like, throwing the towel, done, I'm done. But she actually sat down with Steve and she started to tell the story about how everything played into this whole thing. So she tells him that basically Vince was calling The Real. He was calling The Real, the studios and everything, to ask about her glam, her glam squad, and what was going to be happening on the Essence Festival because they were all supposed to be going to the Essence Festival in July to perform. Also, shout out to Lonnie Love. I just want to give her a shout out real quick because I talked about her in the last episode and we were talking about what could have happened and what should have happened. But Lonnie was very clear. She did a whole post, which she could have probably got in trouble for. She did a post about how she was really devastated by Tamar's leaving. She didn't know anything about it. So I really give a shout out to Lonnie, and people, they went in on like Lonnie's page, Adrian's page, Jeannie's page, The Real's page, everybody's page. And just not Tamara, because Tamara was the only one that was not saved. So it was not that Tamara didn't delete. I mean, Tamar did not delete. So basically everybody was real like, Tamartians, y'all go in. Like, I'm not a full-fledged Tamartian. I love Tamar, but I don't know if I call myself a Tamartian because I like Tamar, but y'all went ham on people. So I'm just like, y'all's getting kind of not as bad as the Beehive, but y'all is getting kind of crazy. So please, but Lonnie did her thing. I really appreciate her doing that and coming out with that. So Tamar goes into the story. They call the studio, and basically the studio says, "Oh, Vince, we've been meaning to call you." And I guess they tell Vince that Tamar is not going to be returning for season 3 of The Real right then and there on a Saturday. Who does that, first of all, on a Saturday? It's not even a business like work day. We've been meaning to call you. So you want to break the news to him right there on that Saturday that Tamar is not returning. So they get off and basically goes to tell Tamar, and Tamar, we're going to see tonight on Braxton Family Values how she responded, what she did, but she basically was saying that she wanted to show everybody from the cameras rolling that she is still a real person. She has real feelings. She really was attached to the show. Some of the things I don't know if there was not any rifts. Like, she basically said in the interview that there were no rifts at all with anybody. Like, I'm not with the girls. I can believe it because I did see their chemistry and I know that they went hard for each other. But as far as with producers and people behind the scenes, Tamar, I was there, like, firsthand, like, I don't know. There might have been some stuff with some producers or different things that were going on. And then I actually watched and I posted on my Facebook page the Pinterest episode where Tamar, like, this is supposedly why she was, let go, because they were saying that she was hood and that she didn't act the right way when Pinterest was there actually watching, because they were the sponsors of one of the games that they played on the show. So basically they said when she acted out and was acting like that, and I did see the episode which they edited down a little bit, so, and how uncomfortable Adrian looked at the time. So I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it, but I really do know that was what they were saying was the cause of her being fired. But they can make up anything. Like Steve Harvey said, he was like, basically, producers can make up anything. They can say you're let go. They don't even have to give you a reason. So it's not that job security that everybody thinks that a lot of them have. Once that contract is up for the year, they can do whatever they want. If they want to move in a different direction, they can move in a different direction. If they want to do anything else, they can do anything else. So basically, Steve said this is going to be somebody's job in the end. He was keeping it real. Tamar didn't say anything. She was just coughing. She was like, basically saying, yeah, I agree. Like, somebody's going to lose their job because Tamar's going to do nothing, but she's going to get better, and something else is going to come along that's 10 times better than what she had, because that's just the way that it is. Y'all can disagree with me or not. Like, she was a star, one of the stars of the show, one of the girls, but she made that chemistry like it was, and that they can never get that back. So like I said, that's going to be somebody's head in the future, like Steve said, and like whoever did that and put that on the table, they're going to be biting themselves. They're going to be hitting themselves over the head because of what they did. So they're talking about all these different replacements that could be on the reel. One name that I heard thrown in the air was Keke Palmer. I don't totally agree. Keke Palmer, yeah, maybe, but she just needs to go do her Just Keke show. Wasn't that on BET? Like, you had your own talk, so that would be like, wouldn't that be like a step down from you having your own talk show on BET? Does anybody know if that Just Keke show, it was renewed or was it canceled or what? But didn't she have her own talk show? So wouldn't that be like a downward step or maybe a building block? I don't know. But anyways, I'm not sure about that. I've heard, what another name that I hear thrown around? I heard Michelle Williams thrown around, that Michelle Williams could go and do it. I'm not sure. Michelle is great. Like, that might make me tune back in because I'm Destiny's Child all day. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch because Michelle on there. So that could be the only probably person that I could see on there. What was another name that I saw thrown around? I think there was another name that was out there that I wasn't sure if she should be on there or not, but I forgot the other name of the person. But it was it Tisha Campbell Martin? I heard Tisha Campbell Martin. Now that's an if and I don't know. Tisha's more of an actor to me. I don't know about a talk show panel. That would give her some coins. So, Tisha Campbell, go do your thing because, you might need to go and do that. So, if Tisha Martin's on there, that's an if and or I don't know if I'm going to watch or not. But it's going to be very hard. Just basically, like I said, it's going to be very hard to replace her. But next, I really want to talk about this really quickly, because not even really quickly, because I'm about to really go in. Because this is off the chain. Like, okay, so before this interview even came on, over the weekend or Friday or some-day, Khia, the rapper, does anybody even know who Khia is? First of all, holler at me if you know who Khia. Yeah, you might know her from the Janet Jackson. She wasn't even with Janet in the video. She's on a little video screen on the side. Like, Kia's like on a video screen. She's not even in the video. She's just like a little. I don't remember what song was it. All Night. Yeah, it was All Night. I think Don't Stop, Don't Stop, Don't Stop. It was that song. So Khia, was it that song? I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't know which song it was. It wasn't All Night. It was some other song. But anyway, don't quote me. Janet fans, let me know. So Khia was on this side video, and then we know her for the song My Neck, My Back. Yeah, and that. Anyway, so that vulgar song. So Khia is minute. So she gets on a radio show and decides to go in on Tamar and Vince and her child. Get that. So she first says that Tamar is struggling now, got let go from the real, struggling, not doing well. Didn't mention that she has 2 other shows on Wii and that she's won awards for her albums and she can still sing, and was on Dancing with the Stars, and where Khia is unnoticed, went in on her and said they were making a sex tape on top of that they were going to be releasing so they can get money from that. Go get this. And then she says, don't nobody want to see that, and they make ugly children. I am like, did you just bring children into the picture, Khia? Are you that desperate for attention that you need to bring somebody's child into the picture of all of this? So she goes in on, and Logan is y'all know, I post, like, I don't want to be posting pictures of, like, I don't post too many pictures of kids, but I had, when Logan was on Wii TV and he was eating them biscuits and rolls, the cutest little baby, like, their baby, Logan is a cute baby, like, that didn't even make sense, Khia. So for you to go in on Tamar and Vince when you are unnoticed, like, you're not even famous, like, you're getting popularity. I'm giving you popularity right now from just mentioning that you got up here and you talked about somebody that's at a much, 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 much higher status than you, and you going in on people. Khia, that's just not right. And I mean, you should not build your name off of trash. It just kind of reminds me of Azalea Banks. It's very similar. Like, Azalea can rap. Like, Azalea is a great rapper. I would listen to her music if she wasn't in so much muck all the time. She's getting into it with like 14-year-olds and stuff. Like, Azalea, Khia, what's up with these female rappers? Like, get on the status of Eve. Get on the status of Missy Elliott. Shut your mouth and let the rap do the talking. Get on the status of Nicki Minaj. Like, do y'all thing. Stop all this side stuff. I'm just talking to the female rappers in general. If y'all ain't making good raps, keep being in the studio till you get that hit. Stop with all this bickering and talking and all this trash. Unless you've already been, Khia has pretty much blackballed herself. Nobody's going to want to work with her because she's a loose cannon. Like, she just will pop off at the mouth and start talking about anybody she wants to talk about. So, Khia, y'all, you can keep that because now you done dug yourself a deeper hole. You can't even show up on anything because you're talking about everybody. So, anywho, Khia, shut your lips and stop talking about people. Like, that's wrong. Altogether wrong. So I just had to touch on that really quickly because, Khia, you off the chain. Anyway, so last but not least, I'm going to talk about this incident because I have been talking about it. I'm from Ohio, not from Cincinnati. We always dog Cincinnati because Dayton is right, like 45 minutes from Cincinnati. I'm a Daytonite. I've been Dayton for a long time. I live in NC now, but I was Dayton, Ohio, ride or die Ohio for a long time. So at the zoo, a child made his way down into a gorilla pit. As you can see, the videos was dragged all over the place with the gorilla, and they ended up shooting the gorilla. They didn't choose to tranquilize it. They ended up shooting it. So I've gotten so many different comments because I've been posting. I didn't post the video because it's very graphic to me and I don't like watching it a lot. But I've been posting the memes because the memes are funny, you guys. I mean, even though I hate that they shot the gorilla, the memes are very funny. Like with the funeral and the monkeys singing at the funeral, and then they have the funeral with different people attending the funeral, like Rafiki and different people, and Clifford the Big Red Dog doing like the invocation, like just different parts of the ceremony. But those were pretty funny. But I've gotten so many different comments because I do believe that some people were very upset because the gorilla is an endangered species. I believe there's like 800 and some odd of them left in the world. So for them to shoot it, but think about it this way. This is how I put it into perspective. I said, think about it this way. Had that been your child, not even looking into black, if it was a black child or a white child, had that been your child, what would you have done? Like, would you have wanted them to tranquilize them and then let the gorilla do something crazy once it got shot and kill your child? And then it would have been a total different story. And then when we started getting to race relations, like, what if it had been a white child? They would have shot that on the spot because it was a black child. So, I mean, there would have been so many different instances. So I believe they make the correct decision. But it just kind of makes people heighten their senses on zoo security, first of all, and also for watching your kids. Period, point blank. If your kid's saying he wants to go swimming, you better hold his hand that whole time. Hold that child's hand. I heard they had a lot of kids there and stuff like that, but it just makes you say, like, take care of your child. Watch out for them. Make sure that they're protected. Make sure they're not running off. Every once in a while, even if I have a dog with me, I'm checking on that dog constantly to see what that dog is doing. If I have him on a leash or if I just have him running around in the dog park or whatever, you're checking back to see what's going on. So I feel very bad that they had to shoot the gorilla. It's a really, really sad case of that. But zoo security, I'm sure they're going to heighten everything at that zoo and zoos around the world. I was talking to one of my friends that lives out in LA, Ashley, and she was telling me that basically, she thinks the zoos one day are just going to be extinct. They're just going to do everything. They're not even going to give y'all a zoo. They're about to give y'all the holograms, like they're doing with people holograms in concerts. They're going to give y'all the hologram of a lion or a hologram of a gorilla, and they're going to call it a day. So the more that stuff like this happens, and then people are getting injured or hurt and stuff like this, I think that one day it's just going to be totally extinct, and they're going to be like, those zoos are going to be gone because, first of all, it's harmful to animals, and they're not in their normal habitat. Period, point blank. It's always been like that with zoos. They're very interesting. I've never really been a fan of the zoos because half the time when I go there, the animals are looking away from me and doing their own thing on the side and all that stuff. So, anywho, I really thank you all for watching me, for checking out this video today and watching everything today. I hope you all will tune into another episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, let me know what's going on in your life. I'll talk to you all soon. Y'all have a great day, okay? All right, you guys, I rarely ever do this, so I had to add this section in real quick because as I was finishing this video, one of my friends texted me some information from New York. Kelly, thank you so much for that information. I just wanted to add this to my video that, as I was saying, somebody is going to be hitting themselves over the head, but it was just announced that Tamar is going to have her own talk show produced by Steve Harvey that will be coming on in the near future. So congratulations, Tamar. And I know a lot of the girls that are sitting at the table, they wanted something like that. But see, God always looks out for people no matter what happens. If stuff is shady and don't seem right, he always is looking out for you and what you do. So Tamar, congratulations. I will be tuning in. I'll be watching. I'll be talking about it. I'm really happy that Steve Harvey did that for her and that she's going to continue on and do her thing. So I just wanted to announce that and say that is really, really great news. Congrats, Tamar. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys next time.